we're going to have a series of presentations focused on models and modeling and applications of machine learning in different areas. I wanted to start off with a discussion of our Acumos AI Challenge. That was a contest that was sponsored by AT&T and Tech Mahindra through the Linux Foundation. We had over 380 model developers competing for the top 3 prizes. There was a series. I just realized that. So there were 3 finalists that were selected, and we have 2 of those finalists here with us today. One couldn't make it. And I'm going to let them tell their story, but these submissions earned the top 3 prizes. The first was the Acumos Property Assistant, which is a model for doing real estate comparables from real estate information. So instead of comparing just 1 or 2 comps, basically you have a microservice that takes a local area, takes all the comparable listings in that area, and predicts based on the parameters of your home what the value was. We have a second model which identifies which does image processing to identify cancer patients, or positive or negative results in cancer tests, and then a third one that will look at user reviews on public websites and rate them, tell whether they're positive or negative for IMDb, right? So I'd like to invite up Rhutvij Savant, who is from the Stevens Institute of Technology. He did the cancer model, and I'd like him to tell us something about the work he did, his experiences, and what it all adds up to. Let me just switch slides here. And if you want to step, this is the forward, this is the back.
Hi everyone, I am Rhutvij Savant and I'm pursuing my master's at Stevens Institute of Technology in Information Systems and Analytics. So in this summer break, like I was learning about machine learning and deep learning, and I came across this Acumos challenge. So I thought it would be a really good side project. And I was very fortunate that I was selected as one of the finalists. So I'll briefly describe what I did for this Acumos project. So I used the machine learning repository data that was available on breast cancer. So this data set, it had data about the features of fine needle aspiration method. This data had like attributes such as radius, the texture, the perimeter, area, smoothness of the cell nuclei. So this data was collected for all the breast cancer patients, and all these features, they were used to predict whether the cancer was malignant or a benign cancer. So I use the sklearn.preprocessing package for feature scaling, and this was done at both the training side as well as the test side. So as you all must have seen before that we have like 2 options to onboard the model. So I played around with both of the options, and I tested out many of the models like while I was learning. So I tried out pushing the model directly from my code. So mainly I always use Spider for most of my machine learning projects. So we can write code in Spider directly to push the model and then publish it. Similarly, we can also publish the model and onboard it on the Acumos platform through the uh, web option. So I use the random forest classification and the logistic regression classification to predict whether the cancer is a malignant or benign cancer. The accuracy that I got after applying random forest classification was about 90.35%. For the data that I have provided on the Acumos platform, that is published on the platform, for that it is 90.35%, but using K-fold, it varies between 89% and 95%. And it is almost similar for logistic regression too. So I would like to discuss the future scope, how this project can be used in the future. So the data that was available were just the features like the measurements of the area, the perimeter. Uh, but if the data of the images of the cell nuclei were available too, we could use convolutional neural networks and use image classification for the prediction of malignant and benign cancers. So the AI is not like it's going to replace what the healthcare professionals are doing. It will just help them improve their services. So there are about 1.7 million cases of breast cancer each year in worldwide, and there are about 300,000 cases in US alone. So if we can use AI and machine learning technology, and if the healthcare professionals and the technical professionals can collaborate and provide data on this open source platform, it will be really beneficial for everyone, even the patients and even the professionals who are working on this platform. Also, I think this is a great initiative, the Acumos platform, like uh, Chris Chris worked on the property assistant. We can use it on real estate data, and Jine, who is going to present after me, used it for reviews. And we can use it on obviously many industries, but we need the data, and I hope that everyone collaborates together to provide the data and work together so that we can create solutions that will help everyone. Thank you.
Any questions? Anyone have any questions on the model or the work?
Yes. It's 90.35%. And can do a lot for like the confusion matrix, find out the sensitivity. But for the project, I just calculated the accuracy and showed the confusion matrix for it.
PET scan, best scan for people with cancer. Why did you exclude it from your second protocol?
Pardon me? This.
Why don't you have PET scans? You have X-rays and CT scans. MRI.
Yeah, so I do not have a lot of knowledge about the healthcare profession. If that is so, obviously that should to be included over there. Yeah, certainly. Yeah.
So that's the next step is to
Yes.
is to increase
Yeah.
accuracy by adding better scans.
Whatever we can use, like even the images, whatever the healthcare professionals can provide, and we as technologists can use to provide like better accuracy, anything will be great for everyone.
As someone who's working on creating a platform, and you're an actual user, how feature request?
So the question was, since AT&T is working on the platform, we'd like to hear what you would think is the top feature request for the platform.
So, like when I was working on this, your team was really supportive. I had a lot of questions there was Dave, and there was Manu. They answered my questions, so to and fro. But if there are many more uh, video uh, video training provided, I guess the learning will be much more easier for other people. I could read the documentation and figure out stepwise, but I guess many students and industry professionals would also love to have a video training
Mhm.
solution.
Was there another question at the back?
Thank you.
Thank you.